Hello friends, and welcome to day 5 of me video blogging tutorials my way through the COVID-19 outbreak. And the sun finally came out today, hooray! So today we're going to take everything that we have learned in the past week and we are going to put together our first poi combo. We are going to switch back and forth between all 3 of the moves that we have learned already. Let's check that out. Drex here from DrexFactor.com, working to bring the love of poi spinning and flow arts into your world. And today we are going to create the awesome Voltron of a poi combo out of all of the different things that we have been working with so far this week. Before we dive in, of course, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, LMF Props, Spinballs, and Ultrapoi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these awesome companies and the work that they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links that I've got down in the description of this video. So yeah, I'm kind of all about the sunshine right now. The only thing worse than having a global pandemic that is keeping people indoors is the overcastness that most of the past week has been. And granted, we still got a lot of clouds in the sky, but like little patches of blue and sun, I will take it. Now, I have had a not-so-secret plan all week as I have been giving you these tutorials. Namely, I wanted to put together 3 moves that I knew could very easily fit together into a poi combo, because inevitably, when I first start teaching people tricks, one of those first questions that comes to their minds is, well, how do I move between different tricks and everything? And today we're answering that question. So, of course, the pieces that you need for this include reel turns, as well as the butterfly, or if you prefer thread the needle, I'm almost certainly going to do it as thread the needle in this video, simply because my brain is easier guided to that than anything else. And of course, the stalls that you need to get back and forth between them. So before diving into this one, I would strongly suggest that you go back and check out the tutorials that I've done on all 3 of these videos, which I'll include links to down in the description. So let's, on the face of it, just take what this combo is and start working with it, yeah? I want you to be able to start off with your reel turns, that is just kind of turning with your poi in what we call together times same direction here. And something interesting is going to happen right here when you get to back to the point where you are looking like your poi are spinning forwards at your sides like wagon wheels on the side of you in wheel plane. And you're going to go ahead and with your right hand try and do one of those down stalls that we talked about in our tutorial from Thursday. You want to keep the poi in your left hand spinning this entire time. So with the right hand, you really kind of want to imagine that you're just dropping it down in front of you, yeah? From here, you're going to turn to face your left hand poi, and your right poi is going to come up and around into a butterfly, or if you prefer, a thread the needle. I certainly prefer. You're going to do a few reps of that butterfly, or thread the needle, and then you're going to kind of pass your right-hand poi out to the side, and you're going to let it drop down and around with the left-hand poi to turn back to that reverse side where it looks like the poi are spinning reverse for you, yeah? So a couple things that are going to help you out here is, number one, realizing that you can do as many reps of these tricks as you want to as you're going through here. Like, as you're performing these reel turns and everything, if you want to hang out here for a second, there's nothing wrong with that. And as you're working on that stall, remember the trick that we had from the video on stalls, wherein you want to concentrate on what your left hand is doing. And even if the stall isn't very pretty that you're doing with your right hand, you can totally just hang out there for a second and make sure that you're concentrating on keeping that left hand moving still, right? When you turn towards that left hand, there's something interesting going on there in that we're switching from a wheel plane place, that is with our poi primarily working on our sides, to a wall plane place where the poi are basically directly in front of us, right? I know a lot of people that when they first learn their reels and they first learn their butterflies, they'll do a thing where they start with the poi on their sides and kind of like tilt the planes inward until they can get them into a butterfly. I did it too when I started out. The reason that I'm having you switch between them with a stall here is because basically in terms of what we think of as the school of performance for poi spinning and everything, trying to give your audience the fullest profile of the poi's path at all times is considered to be something that is favorable and more aesthetically pleasing than, say, starting off like this and getting to this, because this looks awkward, whereas I personally believe that performing the combo like this looks much more smooth and flowy, but you know, your mileage may vary here. So of course, the other 800-pound gorilla in the room is once you're coming out of the butterfly and you're getting your right hand to stall and come back around to together same again, what's going on there? Basically, here you can do exactly the same thing that we did when we went from our reel to our butterfly, which is that focus on what the left hand is doing and just let the right hand kind of go out on its own and everything. If it doesn't come to a perfect stop, that's okay. Just sit there and wait until the pieces feel comfortable to you. And then go ahead and think that on 1, 2, 3, you're going to sweep both hands down and around away from you to get back into that reel turn, yeah? So this really becomes, I'm dealing with 2 hallways, and then I'm dealing with 1 hallway, and then I'm back to dealing with 2 hallways, if that makes sense. Like, if I show you that from the side here, I have them at my sides as I'm doing my reel turns and everything, and then when I hit that stall, I'm switching over to having both poi in that same track on one side of my body. Then I do the other stall, and I'm back to having 2 tracks around my body. Does that make sense? If you are left-handed, I clearly have been neglecting you, and in that case, I'm going to turn this around a little bit so that it is happening at an angle that's going to work with the camera. So thus far, I've been doing all the stalls just with my right hand and everything. There's no reason that you have to do them with your right hand. If I flip all of this around so that now I'm facing this direction as I'm doing my forwards, poise spinning and reels and everything, then all I got to do is stall out with my left hand while my right hand keeps going, and then pull my left hand around into a butterfly, woo, and then let it fall away from me as I turn to my right, yeah? So let me show you what that's going to look like from your perspective in slow-mo right quick, yeah? Okay, so now I'm going to make this just a little bit more complicated. Remember how before I said that I didn't care how many reps you got in each spot? Now I care. The reason is that I want to have y'all engaging in something that I like to call repetition control. I feel like in a lot of cases when we get into poi spinning, it feels a little bit like a roller coaster. That is, once the poi gets started, we're kind of a little afraid to get off the ride because it seems like there's this momentum going on and everything, and we're kind of like trying to build ourselves up to the next step here. And I want you to develop control over this as soon as possible. I think that this is actually really, really important for people as they learn to spin poi. So what that's going to look like is I'm going to ask you to do 3 reel turns going 360 degrees around. So we have 1, 2, and 3 before we stall and switch into our butterfly, going once, twice, 3 times, then we switch back into our reels, going all the way around once, twice, and 3 times before we stall and go into that butterfly, 1, 2, 3 times, yeah? When that feels comfortable, I want you to try doing it on 2s instead. That is, I want you to go around once, twice, stall, and give me 1, 2 butterflies before you switch back into your reels, yeah? I want you to feel like you have control over all of these moves. I want it to feel like you're leading the poi rather than the other way around. And being able to do this on command is a huge part of that. All right, so let's see that whole combo again in slow motion. Awesome. I really want to see all of you all out there doing this combo. Please post video of yourself doing it to either Instagram or Facebook, and make sure to tag me. I am DrexFactor on Instagram and DrexFactorPoi on Facebook. I really, really want to see the world spinning out there. I definitely have been a little isolated this week, and I'm sure you have too, so let's find a way to connect through all of this, yeah? This is also the point where I'm going to ask you all a really crucial question. This is basically as far as I had really planned out and in terms of content this week. And it's been an interesting journey. This is more than twice as much content as I usually produce in a given week, and I've been able to stay on top of it. And I'm curious to you all, how has this impacted your lives? Have you been invested in learning it? Has this brought any comfort to your world? Is this something that you would like to see me continue to do? Would you like to see me continue to post a tutorial a day as long as we're all in lockdown and everything? Please let me know. How exactly can I support you and serve you as you're going through this journey, yeah? And remember again that if you want to challenge yourself with a bunch of stuff that I haven't taught this week, the best way to do that is to sign up for my Spin Poi Like a Rockstar course on my website at drexfactor.com. It includes all of this stuff plus a lot more lessons on everything from the 3-beat weave to, I think, flowers, and the other stalls are in there too. So if this is a challenge that you want to get deeper into, I highly recommend checking that out. And also, pretty please, if this project has made an impact on you and your life, if it has added any kind of sunshine into your day, the way that this currently is for me, please consider signing up to support the work that I do on Patreon, like all of these wonderful people did. If you head on over to patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi, you can sign up to support this work and help me bring the love of flow arts to the entire world. You get early access to all of my content as well as a vote in what topics I tackle in the future. So pretty please go check that out, and thank you. So thank you so much for going on this journey with me. Regardless of the input that I get on whether this project is going to continue or not, I'm giving myself a day off so that I can sit and chill and marinate and see what I think about how this project worked and everything. So thank you all for tuning in, and either way, I will be seeing you all on Monday, yeah? So thanks so much, and I hope to see you all spinning out there. Peace.